Okay, so w is proportional to the square root of y. Okay, so let's look at the square root of y. Square root of y, w is square root of y. Y is inversely proportional to x. Y is inversely proportional to x. Okay. When x equals 4, y is 60. W oh gosh. Find W in terms of x. Oh, I can do this. Okay, if W is proportional, we can always test it. We're going to use these to test it out. Okay, so let's test it out. So W as 8 is equal to the square root of 16. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Is it? No, 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 no. No, because the square root of 16 is 4.
So it's 2 times square root of. Do we agree?
Hold on. Yes.
So then we're going to come up with a thing. W, I'm not sure if this is how we should generally, like, this is what's making sense. Okay.
Marinus, can you please move yourself?
Can I move myself? That's so rude.
Sorry. I can't see. You're in the way.
Actually, that's do that. Is that okay?
I can't see the screen.
Oh, there, is that okay?
Is that much better, darling? Thank
Okay.
you.
The W is 2 square root. Let's give that a go. Let's try this one. Y is 1 over 6, 1 over 8. So 16. What do we need to do to make this true? I don't think I'm doing this right. But I don't think I'm doing this right.
I don't know. Do you see the debacle I was having now?
Yes, now I understand. Okay, I'll figure it out. Music. Look at my notes. Today's day. I'm on the right track. Okay. Yeah, this is similar to what I did in my notes. So if I take this, I'm gonna just keep going with this whole this 16 is equal to 1 over 4. What do I need to do to this side to make it equal to 16? At k. What would k have to be? This right hand side.
Mm, 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 mm. 64.
64. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then can I say that w is equal to 2 square root a? Okay. And y is equal to 64 over x. You
How do you
agree?
do that?
Pardon?
I'm trying to understand the principle
Okay.
of how you got there.
So what I said was, okay, I know that this is in general true. Okay. So this is generally true. So now I have some numbers. They've given me actual numbers. So that's a 16 and this is a 4. So this 1 would then be k because it's actually y is equal to k over x. Okay. And it's w is equal to k square root, or let's say b square root y. Okay. So b we know is plus 2, right? K, we needed to take those numbers and see what is k. Okay. We create an unknown. We don't know what we need. So that gave us 16. The principle is that we need to, so that we don't learn how to just the working out. What we're trying to do is make the left-hand side equal to the right-hand side.
Okay, I understand.
Okay. So we know now that 16 is equal to k over x, and 16 is equal to 64 over 4. Right? So then y is equal to 64 over x. So now that I've got that, I can then say, let's figure out this. I can then say, everywhere where I see a y, I should replace it with 64 over x, right? Make this 1, I'll make. So then w, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, are you back?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
But x is still 4 then, right?
Well, we don't know what x is. We're finding the answer in terms of x.
Oh, okay.
We don't need to give an actual number. Okay?
Okay.
So the question here is w is equal to? We don't have to do more than that. I could do more than that. Could I do more than
No.
that? Pardon?
Understood.
If I do more than that, it's going to get a little bit complicated. But so this is stuff that you're not actually going to do because it's going to overcomplicate. Are you ready? You know how I love to overcomplicate things. So 2 times, that's a times, square root of 64. Square root of 64 is?
The square root of 64 is 8.
Yes, it's 8. And this is a square root, so that's going to be x to the power of 1 over.
Okay.
So let's leave all our exponents on top. We're not actually going to. 2 times 8 times x to the power of negative a.
Okay.
Isn't that fun? Now we can just multiply 8, 16, so that's 16 x to the power of negative a half. You understand where I got this negative a half from?
Yes, because you didn't want it to be a divide anymore, you want it to be a multiply. So when you
Yes.
divide, when you switch the power upwards, it becomes negative.
Do you know where this half comes from?
Yes, so if you have a fraction that is, say, for example, you have square root of, say for instance, you've got x, but then you've got a little 3 at the top and a little 2 there, you would say you have x to the power of 3 over 2.
Yep. Okay. So 16 over x to the power of a half, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I can actually write that as 16 over square root of x.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a better answer.
Mm.
Okay. So let's go with 16 over square root of x. We like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
I hear the buzz around. We flower skies and trees. We break the chains that bind. Take lessons from the bees. From hope to moving parts. They teach us how to stop. Bring